What's up, y'all? What I'm just thinking about. It's like, not experience in my life. People will act like they want to help you with something until they see that you're not willing to sacrifice your peace, or not willing to, sacrifice your peace for it. Like I had an uncle. They told me they would give me, help me get a home. But once they realized I was not gonna help or be conditioned to deal with negativity. I'm not saying this is what he thought consciously, but what I'm getting is like a lot of my family members, they love keeping drama going. They don't know you until something going on, then everybody in your back. So when I learned to like kind of cut toxic screens, like if you want to call me with drama, you want to call me when something going on, you don't know me until some drama going on, that's when you hit my line, you finna get blocked. If you somebody on to call me when it's some drama going on, other than that, I don't really hear from you, you can get blocked. I don't care if you my grandmama, I don't care if you my mama, I don't care if you my sister, my brother, my uncle, my cousin. You somebody that bring in toxicity into my life, and I'm gonna say toxicity. We all come from dysfunctional families, but some of us come from really dysfunctional families, and people don't understand that they never had to live like you. So they see you making certain moves or blocking certain people. Be like, oh, no, that's your grandmama. That's your mama. I'm like, yeah, but you won't understand because you're not dealing with what I dealt with. It's a constant cycle with certain people. It ain't like, once a year or something might pop out, but it's like a every day or every month. Or it's like a cycle. When I notice something is cycling, I have to get out this cycle. I don't like being in a loop. So once I catch the loop, like you can play on me if you want to. If I catch on to that loop, if I catch that cycle, and normally I do, I'll make the necessary cuts. And if you don't make I'm gonna make the cuts. If you don't make the cut, you have to cut out. Because once I catch the cycle, once I catch the loop, I'm making cuts. Okay? And then you'll notice that certain people don't want to, they would be offering help. But once they see you stand on business, like, shit, I don't know. Or they look at you like, oh, she's like, different type of way. Because like I said, I had an uncle that offered to help me get a home. Because I guess he was working on the home, and he wanted to rent the home out. But all of a sudden, once I had pulled myself away from my grandmama, because she could call me with drama with my mama, and I didn't want to hear that. Because my mama, to me personally, my mama, allow stuff to happen to her, and she want to play victim. And I'm tired of that. You can play victim by yourself. Because if you didn't want something going on in your life, you will not allow it to happen. That's how I feel. We have that much control or authority over our lives and not allow certain things to happen to us. But once you allow things to happen, they try to push that energy towards other people. Or I just want to vent. I don't want to push this on you. No, I have my own things going on in my life. I don't need to carry nobody else's burdens. If you're somebody that's empathic, you will feel how they feel, and you will carry that throughout your day. Or you will feel more heavy throughout the day. I'm having a good day. Why I feel frustrated now? I have a good day. Why stuff feel like the sun ain't shining as bright as it was minutes ago until you came around or after you left? Because 9 10 that person, they came to you and took something back with them and left you with something that 9 10 you don't want to deal with. Then you got some people, like, I love my family, but if I gotta constantly worry about you, you gotta move too. You gotta make room. If I gotta constantly worry about, is you okay? How did this do? If I gotta constantly do that with you, you taking away from my peace. Because I should be like, oh, sister responsible enough to handle their business. If I gotta constantly worry about you, then I know then you are taken from me. Because my own responsibility is the 2 children I have. I'm trying to worry about my children, your whereabouts. No. And I understand we all have moments in our life when we need each other, but if it's like a constant cycle, then it got to stop. It has to stop. And that's what people don't understand. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with being there for people. But once you catch this, they're like, hey, damn, this happen all the time. Why you keep putting yourself in situations like this? What did you do? At that point, you need to look at that person. What the hell is you doing? Because why you ain't learned the first time? Why this going on 3, 5 years, 6 years? You doing the same thing. You hit my line with the same conversation, with the same story. You asking me to help you with the same situation that you had 3, 4, 5 years straight. Like, wait a minute. Make it make sense, man. When do we learn to have accountability? When do we learn to make change? When we learn to be like, okay, this ain't work for me. Let me do something different this time. And this year, 2025, I take it very personal. This year I have been really, I started last year actually. But this year is even more personal with me. I've been making cuts. It's even more personal. And it's not that I don't love people. It's that I do love you. So let me love you from a distance. So that way, when you experience what you experience, you won't pull me into it. Because you don't have no access to me. And I'm making sure I set those boundaries with love and let people know, like, hey, I'm going to need a month or two. I'm gonna need some time. Some people I'm not explaining it to. Some people just get removed because you ain't really been a part of my life no way. So it ain't like I'm missing out on nothing. If I can go a month without talking to you, if I can go a year without talking to you, because you was never really a big factor in my life no way. And there was some people understand too. What part did they play in your life? I really never been around. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't at your house. I wasn't kicking with you. And you think some people think they have a certain title that you supposed to have, like you supposed to bend and make waves, part the ocean for them. No, I don't have to do none of that for you. For one thing, so yeah, me cutting you off, ain't I won't lose no sleep at all. And somebody be like, oh, well, that's your grandma. Everybody wasn't raised up with their grandma. The relationship ain't the same with everybody. Everybody don't have the same relationship with their grandparents. So some people hold their grandparents on a pedestal. I don't. Me and my siblings was not with our grandma. Go over there, baby. We were with our grandma, our grandparents, like that. The one that we was with, she passed away years ago. God bless her soul. That's the one that kept us on my mom, the one on my brother's side. So situation will be different with them. But that's how it is sometimes. What you invest in people onto your children will come back years later. And you will see where your investments was, by who's there by your side when you in your older age. You'll know like where you place your time in jet. Because them the ones gonna not gonna be there for you. And sometimes you be surprised who's there for you. And sometimes be the ones you least expect. The one that you was not there for, but not the one that's there for you. And I started doing stuff like that. But it was out of people pleasing. I said, you know what, bro, I don't give a fuck about pleasing these people. Once I got in that state where I don't care about pleasing these people, that's when my whole aura changed. That's when my whole agenda changed. That's when my whole attitude changed. It started to be very bluntly clear that Staquise, she ain't with it. And I would have been very quiet anyway. Some of y'all, I would have been very distant anyway. It should be obvious. Some of y'all, for myself, it should be obvious that I'm the one that's going to be very pushed back, kind of like disappearing. Because I would have been like a ghost anyway throughout my family. It was like I was there, but not really there. And like people seeing me, but they didn't really see me. Because I never was like seen. I always was there playing a role. But my role was always very, I want to say very blurry. Like it was kind of like, okay, she here, but she's not the main character. I now am the main character in my own life. I made myself the main character in my life by making sure nobody else steps over me. Me first. So if I feel like you stepping over me, oh, you got to move because you taking up space in my life. I'm the main character. And you trying to become the main character in my story, in my life, and you're not going to do that. Not my mama, not my sister, not my brother, not my grandma, auntie, cousin, nobody. Especially my immediate family. My mom, my dad, none of them. And I just learned to accept the fact that I am the main character. And if you taking so much time and energy in my life, then you got to go. Because that time energy got to be on me. I'm on my self-care Sunday, and you interrupting me with stuff that's irrelevant to me, that you've been going through with for years. And you keep feeding energy to it. But you want to come take mine? This is my self-care Sunday. You interrupting my day? Oh, yeah, you got to go. I know you probably want to wear that today. It's a day that I normally choose to relax. But I got to look around and hear your phone call and get irritated when I see your text message come through. I'm like, what the fuck do they want? And you get like that with somebody. This is a sign right there. You got, every time somebody call you a text and you go like, wait. That's a sign right there. You need to set some boundaries. Because you should not frown up when certain people call you and text you. That's a sign that you need to set some boundaries. Because some in that situation is not rocking clear with you. Some in that situation is not sitting right with your higher self. Or your lower self. Both of y'all like, what the fuck, bro? Boundaries need to be set. At one time, y'all, I know one time, I used to be able to deal with that lower energy. Be like, well, it's just normal. It's just normal. But the more I tune into myself, I'm like, shit ain't normal. And I don't know how to deal with it. First, I look forward to the calls. Yeah, what's going on? That's when I want focusing on me. I don't focus on everybody else. So I look forward to the calls. What happened? Oh my God. They need to stop doing that. That's when I'm focusing out. And that's what sometimes the devil want. The devil want you to focus on everything outside of you but you. Because you focus on you, they need to know you. And sometimes, like, the world we live in don't want you to know you. It wants you to be focused and tune in to every other vibration or everything outside of you. To the point you don't even know who you are. How do you feel? What you feel right now? Some people don't even know. Because they got so much thing attached to them. So many people pulling on them. So many energetic cords. Calling phone. Everybody always wants some. You don't even know how you feel on a day when it's just quiet. Because some of y'all don't even know what peace is. Some of y'all don't know what quietness is. I just didn't live on time. Some of y'all are manifesting just peace. Some of y'all want quietness. And some of y'all won't get until you make certain cuts. Some people don't know how to not cut people out. I know some people, like, they'll let people just harass them. I'm like, why you want to block them? It's a fucking phone. No, I just can't. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I be flabbergasted when people be like, oh, I just gotta. Like, you don't have to deal with this. Like, what? I be thrown back. When I see that people lack boundaries. When people allow people just to walk all over them. And I'm like, dang, like, I gotta work on you. That's my job. Let me teach you how to set some motherfucking boundaries around this bitch. Because you lacking. Come around me, you gonna learn how to set boundaries. Come around me, you gonna learn how to block off motherfuckers, how to turn down the volume on some people. You gonna learn how to be like, yeah, I don't have no obligation to you. I have no obligation to you. The only obligation I have to myself and to my offspring. That's it. Anything else, I do not have no obligation over. I don't have to be there for nobody that I did not birth. Or I did not sign, I did not make I want to say, like, some of us is voiding spiritual contracts too. Some of y'all could be like ripping up spiritual contracts. Spirits by saying, okay, you did what you do in this situation, you are now free. Now it's up to you to bind yourself back to it. Some of y'all had to go through certain cycles with people because it was as part of your spiritual contract. Like, it was a part of what you had to do. Like, now this is the time, 2025, 2024 was a very important time of the year. Be like, okay, now this is the year of the snake, 2025, where you are shedding and closing things out. Cycles are ending. And it's up to you to stand on it. It's up for you to be like, okay, yeah, I'm done with this one right here. I did what I need to do. Like, God, you seen me. I put my best foot first. God said, you're finished. You're free. You was never actually bound in the first place. Only the devil bounds you to things. Only the devil make you feel trapped or something. If you ever feel trapped in something, I'm telling you, that's Lord, and that's not God. That's not God. God is all about freedom. The God I serve within me is all about freedom. If you ever feel bound to something, like you're stuck in it, that is Lord energy. That is the devil. That is something satanic or whatever we want to call it, demonic. If you ever feel bound or held back, or if like you just can't move, I just got to deal with this even when I don't want to. I'm so tired and I'm just stuck in there. Yeah, you stuck in hell. Hell on earth is what you're experiencing. Until you decide one day to stand up and free yourself. To cut those spiritual ties to those people, things, and places. You got to be willing to cut the ties. You got to be willing to say, yeah, it's going to be a long road for me. And sometimes traveling by yourself do feel like a long road. But some of y'all need to hit that road, boy. Hit that road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Sometimes you pulling away, give people time to see stuff clearly. Because you're not there to make things better for them. To make things seem like, okay, I can make it just another day. The such was here. The such answered the phone. Because now they pop up on such. Some of y'all have to really pull back your energy and let people find their way. The same way you had to find your way on your own. It was a part of the time where you had to go through dark night of soul and you didn't have nobody you can talk to. You feel like you can talk to nobody. And if you did talk to people, you feel like you just not, your point was never made. Or they just never got they just never understood you. So y'all got the point where you stopped talking. Like, I be talking to these people, they don't understand. I feel like this is not clear. I feel like I talk to them, but it's like it don't soak into them. Like, I don't feel like they connected with it. That's when you know you need to stop talking and start praying, start journaling, start fasting, start meditating, start doing something other than trying to put it on someone else. Because the person that's self-aware will know that when you are talking to some people, they are not observing the information you're giving them, because it's not for them to carry. It's not for them to observe. That's for you to go in within yourself and delegate and find a way out of it, or find understanding, overstanding of it. It's not for you to pour on someone else. People learn. I'm learning that too. I still learning too. I have learned that for real, because I journal. I journal a lot. Keep my journal about go. And certain things I learned that when I talk to certain people, and I feel like it's not getting nowhere because the conversation ain't meant to be had with that person, or it's just not there. It's not there to carry. You know what I'm saying? It's for me to learn and go within and find out why I'm experiencing this. Why am I allowing myself to experience this? What obligation do I feel like I have with this person, with this thing, with this place? What am I meant to learn from it? What can I do different in it? And that was something we had to ask ourselves, what can I do different to change this outcome? Should I respond? Should I not respond? Have I responded so many times before? Yes. Okay, this time I'm not going to respond. That's something different. Sometimes you just change your response to certain situation is changing something. Like, you just changed the way you respond, you just made a change. Normally I go off. This time I ain't going off. Normally I run out like I'm superhero or Captain Save a goddamn life. I'm running out trying to fix everything. Let me post some love and light. This time I'm not doing that. You gotta make a change. You want to see change? Like I said, look at the man in the mirror. You gotta be the change you want to see. If you be doing something and you constantly doing the same thing, ain't nothing changing, it's because you need to change. With that being said, guys, set those boundaries necessary. And if some people gonna understand, some people not. It ain't even nothing you need to worry about. What people think or feel about you got nothing really to do with you. That's how they feel. And everybody gonna tell their side of the story. And sometimes you gonna be the villain in the story. The whole time you just protecting yourself. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just felt like you was, and like you wasn't, you was, you just all over my life, and it was like you just pouring into it, but wasn't no healthy way. Then you got some people that you're not used to being in your life. Like I said, some people you don't talk to every day. Like, for instance, my grandma, I don't talk to her every day. And so when she did call me, it was all about drama. Like, I don't even talk to you. I'm not used to you calling me all the time. When you do call me, it's all about drama. Like, they're trying to keep you tied to drama, bro. Like, some of y'all come from, like, a very dysfunctional family. They growing up with dysfunctional. So now your mama, her life dysfunctional. Now y'all life supposed to be dysfunctional, too. It's supposed to be like a pattern. They're three cycles: mom, grandmama, mom, then daughters, or dad, granddaddy, dad, then son. It's like a 3-generation thing. It'll happen in threes. Some of y'all are cycle breakers. Like, no, the hell it won't happen over here. Nah, I'm stopping this right here. Because I got daughters. And they're not going to live the way I lived growing up. Like, our mom didn't want us to live the way she lived when she was growing up. It's always like, you want to do better. You're supposed to anyway once you're aware of the cycles. Now it's time for me to stop this cycle to protect my offsprings from this. Now, they're going to have to come up. They're going to want to protect their children from something. I don't know how it's going to play out with them. But I know I'm stopping right here. They're dysfunctional, arguing and cussing and constant battles. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding a shield up. Like, that shit will not affect my children. Not long as I'm standing here breathing, it will not affect them. And then they had mamas that experienced it. When I was tired and had those doors open. See that toxicity. They experienced certain little things. I said, okay, yeah. I gotta close this door. If I want to see a change with these two, I gotta make a change with these 2 or 3. Or 4, however many it is, I gotta make a change. I gotta set some boundaries. And I gotta do it with love and compassion at the same time. You gotta do so with love and compassion. And like I said, what they understand, don't understand. You gotta understand you're doing what's right or what you feel like is right for you. Whether those that you set the boundary with understands or not. Because some people be like, they're like, because you is like, you the monster or the villain in their life. It's like, no, I haven't did nothing wrong to you. You haven't said nothing wrong to you. All I did was set boundaries with you. I just stopped people pleasing you.